channel. If you don't know me, my name is Riley White and I'm a 3rd grade reading, writing, and ELA teacher. I finally finished setting up my classroom for the 2020-2021 school year, and I thought I would take you on a little tour. But before I start, I want to kind of preface this by saying what a lot of you already know because I've mentioned it in every class setup vlog so far. This is not exactly how my class is going to look. The restrictions that are placed on the school is going to have a lot of this stuff out of the room and different things in. Soft surfaces that I can't wipe down will be leaving. Shared materials will not be happening. And after my room is modified, I'll be happy to do another vlog to show you what it looks like with the new restrictions in place, and that way you can kind of compare and contrast the two. But enough about that, let's get into the tour. Denver came to school today, so if you see him in the tour, please disregard. Hey guys, welcome to my classroom. Come check it out. We always end our day on the carpet, and I turn to the kids and I ask, "What are you?" And they respond, "I am kind, I am smart, I am loved, I am important." I say, "Don't you forget it," and then they dismiss. So here's where my students come to get any missing work. If they're absent one day, they come to the day or days that they were absent, and I have their copy of the work with their name on it in the folders. So this is our word wall. As we introduce new words, I'll put them on the board, and the students can get up as they're having writing workshop and they can come see how to spell things. They'll also have an individual word wall inside their writing notebook, so they have 2 references for that. And then inside is just all of my supplies that could honestly be a little neater, so we won't get too close in there. I also have a basketball goal here, which is a huge hit with my students who play review games with it. And over here we have our little, not really kitchen, but kind of. I've got my refrigerator and my microwave, which are for me. And then above I have all of like our paper towels and our Kleenexes, candy, treasure box. Down here I've got all kinds of storage like baggies and stuff. And then, I'll show that in a second. The sink, which you'll be using a lot this year for frequent hand washing. And over here is where they make their lunch choice. So to make their lunch choice, I print off the calendar and I put it here. And then I've got a magnet that's kind of shaped like a frame that I move to whatever day it is so they can see their choices really quickly. These will have their numbers on it once I get my roster and have a better idea of how many kids I'm going to have. And they take their magnet and they move it to tray 1, 2, tray 3 when it's offered, or lunchbox. So that's what they do lunch choices.
Excuse me, sir. I need to get behind you for just a minute. Thank you.
And then in here, I've got extra guided reading books because I had no other room for them anywhere else. And up here is all of our indoor recess games. Here is where I file everything. I use a number system, that way I can use it year to year. So this is Denver's favorite area. This is the couch area, and you shouldn't be eating that. Thank you. Okay, we'll get that in a second. So the futon is here. These are their book bins, and once the year gets going, they have a lot more in them, obviously. They'll have their notebooks, their pencil pouch, all their personal items, which is going to actually be pretty handy with the restrictions we're going to have in place because they just take these to their desk and all their supplies are with them, which will keep them from having to share. And then over here, we've got our textbooks, some resources for me as I need them, the lap desks, word tiles, just a bunch of different little things that we use but not like super regularly, so it's kind of tucked away but not too much. And I've just got my spoon crackers tucked over here to the side, out of the way. Pillows are over here, and as I showed you in the flexible seating vlog, which I will link here if you haven't seen it, but I've got the carpet squares under the futon. This is the recess caddy, and all the stuff that I got from Michael's for recess all goes in here. I have someone whose job it is to come and grab the whole bin and carry it out to recess for us. The student is also responsible for getting it back in. And then the classroom library, which I go a little more in depth of in my Set Up the Classroom Part 3 video. You've got the links to the labels themselves that'll link to that video. I'll put that up here if you want to watch that one. and I just have it categorized by popular series, and then for books that I don't have a ton of, I just have down here with fiction picture books, non-fiction books. So that's the library. This is Hey Hey, and he is a crowd favorite. And this is the beanbag area. I draw numbers to sit here, that way each student gets an opportunity, and when we get through the rotation one time, I'll go through and do it again, and we just go through it as many times as we can in a year. Behind this, I've got my schedule cards, and I love these because they're on magnets, and so when our connection changes, I can change that out, or if we're on a modified schedule, I can tweak it as I need to, so I can change it day by day. Here is our flexible seating sign, which is also in the flexible seating video. When it's closed, the students are in their assigned seats, and when it's flipped over to open, they're able to move around the room as they want. Here's where I put the date, and then my smart board. This is where the magic happens. Thank you for demonstrating what the students do on the carpet. And this is my area, of course. I don't sit here very often, I'll be honest. I like to move around, and if I sit anywhere, it's usually with a small group over here. But this is my desk. This is my part. It's got extras, things to copy, things I need to grade, things that have been graded and I need to file back in the filing cabinet. And then it also has papers to return to the students. And then I have every day of the week labeled. And this is my favorite feature because if I ever need a sub unexpectedly, typically I'll already have my copies for the week, and I can leave my notes, and everything they need will be already in the Wednesday or whatever day it is drawer. This is the art cart, and it's got everything they would need for crafting. It's got glue bottles, glue sticks, crayons, cap erasers, markers. I'll also put supplies that are specific to the project on the middle level if needed. And whenever we're doing something that requires art, I can wheel it either in the middle of the room or in the front of the room, and the kids can come get things as they need. And this is the small group area. I'm here pretty frequently. It's one of my favorite areas in my classroom. As the year goes, I'm going to put some different reference materials on the bulletin boards, which is why they're kind of plain for now. But everything I need for small groups is right behind me, which is great because, you know, your small group time is very precious, and our guided reading rotations are about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's really important that I'm not getting up and moving around. So everything I need is nice and easily accessible. Here I've got my toolbox, and then these are my guided reading bins. Instead of leveling them on a color or number system, I label them with tropical items, I guess. Like I'll have like a sunshine group and a flamingo group, and then when it's time to meet with that group, I'll pull their bin, and everything that we need for that lesson is already here and ready to go. And finishing up on our circle around the room, I've got our, I don't really know what area you would call it, but it's basically got my turn-in bins. I have a block 1 and a block 2, and anytime they turn anything into me, they go there. I've got these that will hold their materials, because since I do have 2 classes, they're items I don't want to leave my room. So a lot of times my block 2 doesn't have a book bin in my homeroom, so I'll let them store their materials in numbered little drawers here. This has extra supplies for me, like different journals, so if I get a new student, it's super easy to get that material for them. Our sharp and dull pencils, sharpener. These are our classroom expectations or our rules. And then, I love this sign, I'm very proud of it.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry.
These are my caddies that spin. The kids really like those too. It's got all the materials they would need for class. Sometimes I'll even put colored pencils in, but for the most part it's scissors, a highlighter for when we're reading passages, a glue stick for their journals, and then of course pencils. Also, if you followed me since the beginning, my stools are shortened. Look how perfect they are now. So, shout out to my grandpa because he really pulled through for me. I also just want to take a minute to show you the door, and a quick shout out to my mom because she came and she did the whole thing. So thank you, Mom. I love you and I appreciate you, and I love the door. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the classroom tour. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have a favorite part, leave it in the comments below. Never forget to subscribe so you never miss another one of my videos. And that's going to do it for today because my co-host is tiring out on me. So until next time, bye guys!